Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flow Show, no filter. Back for another Friday. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me before we get started. I ain't trying to have no fuck ups today. We're back. Like you said, Desi, I heard somebody in the chat talking about they was yawning. Wake up. Wake up. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. One in the chat if you can hear me. One in the chat if you can hear me. We about to get started. We got a lot to talk about today. Put the chat up. And if y'all can hear me and y'all can see me, then let's start off with my theme music. And then we're going to get started. Where's C-Tuck?
Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flow Show, baby. Giving you these thoughts, views, and opinions, making sure backsides covered, no diddy. Shout out to the Wake and Bakers and the Coffee Crew. From YouTube to Spotify, I love all my subscribers. Can't forget about the trolls in the comments. Thank you for putting extra eyes on the content. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in.
Wake up, wake up. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared on the Flow Show, no filter, are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. Where is the brother C-Tuck? C-Tuck ain't in the building. We're going to talk about Ashton Kutcher and these Epstein files. Hillary Clinton, she claims she ain't never been on no damn island. She said, y'all got it wrong. I got my Instagram people popping in for a second. Now, Instagram, I'm going to have to let y'all go in a few. And y'all going to have to come over to my YouTube channel, Flow Daddy Flow. Y'all know how to spell it. And come join us. This is where we at every day live, 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday for the Flow Show No Filter podcast. If you can't catch us on there, I'm on Apple and Spotify, 5-star rated. I'm on every platform ever for podcasts. We are a 5-star rated podcast, truth-telling podcast, and we don't give a fuck. This ain't CNN. This ain't MSNBC. This the Flow Show. No filter. Roll call. If you're in the chat in Instagram, what city are you in? If you're in the chat in YouTube, what city you in right now? I like to see what cities we got. We got overseas. Come on. If this your first time catching me live, let us know in the comments so we can show you some love. We like to show our first timers some love. C-Tuck. C-Tuck, what's up? Let's get C-Tuck in here, y'all. Let's get C-Tuck in here. I see Cleveland. I love y'all know I'm Cleveland born and raised. I love to see Cleveland in here. I see Cleveland. We got Lisbon. We got Annapolis. We got Philadelphia. I love Philly. Sydney, Australia. North Virginia. LaGrange, Georgia. Newbury, Berkshire, UK. That's what I love, my overseas family. DMV, first time. Enoch, first time. Anita, we got a lot of first timers more. We got Brooklyn in the building. We got Tulsa. Man, where is all this love coming from, man? Y'all are amazing. Why do y'all like my content? Hell if I know, but I'm going to keep bringing it. I don't know why y'all love this content. I don't do nothing but be myself and tell the truth and call out mofos. But if y'all like it, I love it. Birmingham, Alabama, Lake Erie. What the hell? Where's C Tuck at, y'all? C Tuck, I put the bat signal out for you. Where's C Tuck at? And y'all, we got the co-hostess with the mostest. C Tuck gonna come in here. Mrs. J Renee from Instagram says, "You keep it real." I sure do. Enoch says, "If you tell the truth, I'm gonna keep coming." This is a blessing. But let's get started. We got Bronx, New York in the building. Fire Glory. Oh, no wonder Fire Glory got all that spunk. All this time, Fire Glory. I ain't know you was from the Bronx. It makes total sense now. It makes total sense now. Golden Angel says, "I love your content." Oh, King Ranch says they follow me during the Riley Strain disappearance. Yeah, that was a deep story. Pittsburgh in the building. We got Pittsburgh in the building, Texas in the building. Yeah, Riley Strain, man, that was a deep case. Riley Strain's a 22-year-old. C Tuck. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the long-time subscribers turned co-host. The co-hostess with the mostest. Big and bad with the do-rag. C Tuck is coming in the Adam stage.
Do-rag Daniel in full effect, man. What's going on?
What's going on? Okay. See, Tuck got the pure background on you. Okay.
Oh yeah, I switched it up. I had to come to the wellness room.
Okay.
You know, had to switch it up. We were getting tired of the furnace, man.
Okay. We got a good one for y'all, man.
Hey, man, I forgot to hit you up the other day, man, and tell you me, Shannon, and Ocho got into a little back and forth, man.
For real?
Yeah, man. I told them that we was coming for them, and they was like, "How y'all coming for us, man?" He like, "You co-hosting from the comments." So we gotta get some more gotta get some regularity going on, man.
big C Tuck, Miss J Renee. Everybody sending requests. No, it's just a C Tuck and Flow show today. Listen, what we got, man? We got Ashton Kutcher and the Epstein files. We got Hillary Clinton doing her whatever you call it. I know she was on the stand talking about she ain't never been to no island. She don't know nothing about Epstein. I said, I don't know about that, Miss Hillary Clinton, but hey, what do I know? What you been seeing in the news, C Tuck, before we get started? What been sticking out to you? I know 50 and T.I.
Man,
hey,
that.
Hey, look, I think Tiny about to drop a diss record at this point. I mean,
hey, hey, Damani lightweight slid on his. I ain't go.
Damani came like
Damani slid on his.
Hey,
Yeah, no, for
he
sure.
came like Andre 3 Stack.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. The funniest one though was that when he did the Photoshop of the ATL shit, man. I was cracking up laughing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that
Hey,
that
look.
that video was funny.
Hey,
But like,
I said 50 Cent going against T.I., the original dictionary, the encyclopedia,
man, come
and the
on, bro.
thesaurus. He going
And
against all of them.
indubitably.
Yeah, so everybody on Instagram, I'm gonna put I'm gonna pin my YouTube channel. YouTube channel is Flow Daddy Flow. Y'all gonna have to come over there and come holler at us. We about to get started on the show. So let me pin this. That's my YouTube channel. Everybody go check out Flow Daddy Flow. We about to get started. Thank you for everybody Instagram for popping in. I just like to let y'all know what it is, especially since they finally let me go live on IG. So I'm about to get out of here.
Oh,
IG.
they got you back up, huh?
Yeah, a year. Like they act like I'm the baddest motherfucker on the planet. How I get a whole year ban?
Man, you bad a little bit, man. Got to be. Got to be.
So Instagram, come mess with me right now. We here. We at YouTube. Flow Daddy Flow. Flow Show No Filter. We about to talk about some shit. So, well, I'm gonna start off with Ashton, and then we're gonna go from there. See, Tuck, and just get into the day, whatever's going on. Ashton Kutcher. I call him Kutcher. They always laugh because I say Kutcher, but he be Coochie. He Coochie. He Ashton Kutcher to me. I don't know what I can't. That's the only thing I know to call him. It's just been ironic that just like all these other celebrities, he get all these child charities, and yet you hooking up and buddy with Epstein and people like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're coming out in these Epstein files, and that's what these celebrities is mad about. They coming out. They being exposed with all these emails that they never thought would come out. And so I saw a few with Ashton reaching out to Epstein, inviting him here and inviting him there, you know, child charity stuff. And the biggest problem, because you know me, I like to deal with black and white or common sense stuff. So it ain't always about just a bias or just painting a narrative. I like to put it out there, you know, like this just real talk. So right. As a celebrity, Epstein was convicted in 2008 for soliciting minors for prostitution. 2008. If you're a celebrity, you know everything going on. Right. Everybody knew that. So if you got tons and tons of emails inviting this man here, inviting them there, after he's been convicted of soliciting prostitution for minors, you got to be accountable for that. Yeah. You have to. What you think about that, C-Time?
No, for sure. Because that's what I'll be saying. Like, if you was bold enough to do it, you knew what was going to come behind it. You just didn't think you was going to have to face it. Now you do, just deal with your consequences. Ain't no need to throw no tantrum and do nothing extra irrational and extraordinary. Like, no, just deal with it, or be trying to squirm out of it, or throw other people under the bus, or do little sleight of hand type antics. Like, just I don't understand it. Then I don't even understand how they able to get away with it.
Right. And see, and I don't understand. See, they think we stupid. And shout out to Elise for the $10 holla super chat.
Sure.
I'm about to eat good today for lunch. That's another Chipotle ball. Oh, uh, uh, just an announcement. I've been back on my. I took 6 months, 7 months off, which is probably the longest time. Maybe even 7, 8 months from working out and all that shit. I kind of just been having so much going on and just my brain scrambled, trying to transition it back to Cleveland, my son, all type of stuff going on. Kind of just had me off that part of my life. I've been working out my whole life. So I'm back. Y'all. Protein shakes, all water. I ain't had a stick of sugar. I ain't had nothing sugar this week. I'm doing a full cleanse, nothing but water, protein shakes, salmon, and good food, and working out.
For sure.
Feeling good, man. I went in the gym. I didn't lose as much strength as I thought I would have lost in that time. You know how that goes, C-Tuck.
Yeah.
As soon as you take a break, your stuff could go down. So
you think you slick, Flo. You just trying to get back right before it get warm outside.
Oh, you already know. I'm on the 8-week program.
You like, yeah. Hey, you like, damn, the snow melting. I gotta get back.
Got to get back. I got to get back. I'm a house. I gotta get back.
For sure.
I love to work out, but no, see my routine. So, like, I got it so down with the protein shakes and my workout routine. 8 weeks, people think I'll be on steroids because 8 weeks I boom, pop, 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 pop. So I remember my boy was like, man, what you on steroids? Nah, man, if you know how to work that protein and got your workout that work for your body type, that's the key.
Yeah.
You got to find out what works for you so you can enhance you. People don't understand everybody's body is different. Everybody got different strengths.
Yeah.
As far as like, some guys got good shoulders, some guys got chest, some, naturally.
Yeah.
And your
like
workout
everybody built different.
Exactly. Because you might be trying to stress out on doing a certain part of the body, and that ain't your thing, and you kind of wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Some people got little ass legs. So
I was just about to say that too. I'm like, some of us just want to work out, just do leg workouts, want to have tree trunk legs.
Yeah. At least they get you a treat. I got you. At least thank you for the $5 holler. But back to the subject. I just had to make that announcement because I didn't tell y'all. I've been on my shit. But Ashton I just call him Kutcher, man. I can't help it. Y'all gonna have to rock with me. I actually had someone, she had a big following too, that reached out in my comments about a story related to Ashton and Diddy, where she said Brittany Murphy was her good friend, and we might interview her one day because she said she's open to it. But she said came to my page, and she said that Brittany Murphy was her friend and her husband, and she said that Diddy and Brittany and them used to party or whatever, and I guess Brittany's husband was may have blackmailed Diddy at some point, with information. And she said shortly after that is when Brittany and her husband mysteriously died from pneumonia.
Damn.
And this was Brittany's friend. So I definitely want to probably do an interview on her and get some, she said she really willing to talk. So look out for that.
I always knew that was like some foul play right
did you
there.
follow the Brittany story? Like, do you
I just remember I remember from back in the day. I'm like,
you remember? Tell us what you remember about the story.
No, because because I was young when like 8 Mile came out. That movie came out.
Okay.
And that's when she was in that movie.
Right. Okay. Right.
And I think she did the voice for what's her name on King of the Hill too, Luann.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how I was like familiar with her. But they like just out the blue, she was just perfectly healthy. Then just out the blue, she just popped up pneumonia and just snapped, just died. I'm like, and everybody was. I was like, I'm like, okay, she might have just got sick because I'm just still young. But then I'm like, why everybody tripping about it?
Right.
Because it was like multiple people like, yeah, no, I think she was just perfectly healthy. How she just gets sick like that? I'm like like my mama always say, man, everybody ain't telling the same lie.
Yeah, and I don't understand. I don't understand. First of all, I didn't know that her husband, Brittany Murphy's husband, died of pneumonia too. I didn't know that. Did
Yeah,
you know that?
I ain't remember the husband. I just remember hearing about her.
Right, but I'm just saying that make it
That's
even
make it
crazier.
even most of it. How y'all both get it at the same time and just
And think they probably didn't make a big deal about Brittany Murphy. I mean, her husband. This is just coming from Brittany Murphy's friend.
right.
See what I'm saying? So it probably wasn't even announced. It's probably a reason why we didn't know. We
And then
didn't hear about it.
you gotta think about it too. Fast forward, you got all this stuff coming out. Everybody getting pneumonia just surprisingly, and then they dying.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
And
And the
it's
thing
being
is,
tied into some little sneaky stuff.
and think about it. Celebrities have access to all kind of money and healthcare and doctors and hookups because people want to look
Yep.
out for celebrities. How the hell they always get pneumonia and dying?
Come
How
on,
many people you know personally
come
died
on.
of pneumonia, C-Tuck?
I don't know nobody that died of pneumonia.
I don't know nobody either. And in the chat, and I'm
Not
sure
saying that it can't happen.
right, not saying it can't happen,
I
but
just I personally don't
I'm doing a
know.
little poll now, and especially we excluding 60, like 70, 80 year, like old people. I don't know no old people that
I
died
know
from
people
pneumonia.
that died from COVID, but not
Right.
like overall like pneumonia though.
People in the chat, or people that's gonna watch this on replay, or my people on Spotify, Apple. How many people do y'all know personally that died from pneumonia? 90% of everybody who I asked this question to is gonna say nobody. Yet we got a whole bunch of celebrities.
Dion said that she said she a nurse in Cleveland. She said she see too many seniors that survive pneumonia.
So there it is. That's another. See, I'm glad. This is why I
See?
love our community, because we got people everywhere. That even make it even more suspicious.
But
How the
then
hell is old people
come on now.
surviving, but young celebrities?
Come on, then every time you start talking like that, they want to start getting you fitted for aluminum foil hat and stuff like that.
It don't make no sense. It's just pneumonia after pneumonia after pneumonia. The story. When we go back to Ashton, there was a story. I think what's her name, Allison. Can't remember the young lady's name. If y'all know the young lady name, put it in the chat. But there was a story where it was another young lady. I think she was 22 years old or something at the time, and she was unalived or passed, or she was dead, and the only one at the scene was Ashton, and there was a pool of blood there. And Ashton, I don't know if they say he left or whatever, but the bottom line was Ashton said he didn't think nothing wrong because he thought the pool of blood was a glass of wine on the floor, or it was wine.
Man,
come on, man.
Man, stop it.
And just with all these freaky celebrities is into, and I just watched the movie Blink Twice.
You just seen that?
Yeah, I just watched it. Yep. Everybody been telling me to watch it forever.
that movie, wow.
Yeah.
That and then it's like with all this stuff, you like, damn, like, and you that shit real for real.
Yeah, that's an island.
Yeah.
And then they had the plants that made people forget what the hell had happened. Then we find out through the Epstein files that Jeffrey Epstein grew plants like that on his own. Like he had his own.
I'm already knowing. Man.
And so when all these mysterious deaths and Ashton talking about, he thought it was a pool of blood, and I mean he thought it was wine, but it really was a pool of blood. This shit is crazy.
Like you can't tell the difference. Like how you can't tell the difference from red wine and blood. First of all, just
Right,
the overall texture and like the like you can't even even the transparency of it. You can still see the flow. Blood like a pool of blood. You all you gonna see is the liquid. You can't see like to the floor or nothing.
right,
So
right,
how you gonna confuse the two?
right. It don't make any sense. And more and more I'm learning. I can't expose my sources, but um, I'm also learning that these celebrities have PR crisis management teams who scrub the internet, put narratives out there, and Diddy, not just Diddy, but Diddy and a lot of them have them. And just as a side note, because I meant to tell y'all this yesterday, y'all know how y'all seen the narrative that they put out there that Epstein didn't like Diddy?
Mm,
I don't know if you've seen that. Well, they were saying like Epstein and Diddy was not either connected, he didn't like him, whatever they want to call it. But I've heard from one of my solid sources that that's more the PR team people putting BS out there, and actually Diddy and Epstein was cool, but it was just that Diddy was doing his own Epstein shit, kind of that he learned from Epstein,
mm,
and that's kind of where their relationship was at. So Diddy, you know how it is when you want to when you like you see what he like. I imagine Diddy seeing what Epstein was doing.
yeah,
Like I could do that. So Diddy won't be all up in the aisle. You know what I mean? Like, but
yeah,
more or less cool. But I'm gonna do my thing and
yeah,
put my twist on it.
yeah.
And so just to let y'all know from solid sources, I meant to tell y'all that yesterday. They literally do have crisis teams whose job is to not only scrub the internet of bad shit, like bad stuff that's on the internet, not only scrub the internet, but they're also their job is to uh, create narratives and put away narratives. So, for example, uh, let's talk about, let's say, like Al B. Short. So
Mm-hmm.
he was he the Kim Porter situation. Al B. Short is Kim Porter's baby father, Quincy's father. But Quincy with Diddy and all that,
Yeah,
weird. But what they would do somehow, they would take his claims and put out stories to their homies in the press and say he crazy. Like you said, put the tin hat on. They got
mhm.
crisis teams who do that's their job. Their job is if C Tuck coming out putting truth telling against what he went through with Celebrity X. All right, we pay this PR firm to use their publications and their media platforms to paint C Tuck as a crazy motherfucker. And then now the whole world dismiss what you're saying because they don't put this narrative out that you crazy. This shit is deep, bro. And
But
like I said, this shit getting tore down to the studs at this point.
but you want to know what's wild though?
Go ahead.
So like you will be saying that all of these facts is being presented and laid out, and you will be saying all that. People will like talk crazy about you, like yeah, you sound crazy, like, and try to condemn you about that. But these are the same people that have probably watched every single episode of Scandal,
Mm-hmm.
and they doing the exact same shit on that TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you really paying attention to it. They taking people out. They putting forth the orders to do all of this other little crooked stuff.
Hell yeah. But hold on. Hold on. Shout out to the new member, Cheryl Lane.
Hey,
Fit 5046. I need everybody to shout out Cheryl in the comments for becoming a new YouTube member and helping to keep the lights on. Cause look, if Cheryl didn't join today, we gonna be in the dark. Look, AC Tuck, we gonna be in the dark. Them lights about to come off. I needed another member, and right before my lights went off on this podcast, Cheryl came through. Appreciate you, Cheryl. And anybody in the comments, if you're not a YouTube member, you know we do our exclusive episode on Wednesday that is only open to either Buzzsprout subscribers on the audio side or YouTube members. And we got more exclusive content coming up. So everybody, shout out Cheryl for keeping the lights on the Flow Show No Filter. We love you, Cheryl. And we're gonna keep doing what we do.
For sure.
But yeah, you made a valid point. Hypocrites. And what do you think about, because we gonna just do it deep diving on this Epstein shit. Give me your opinion on Hillary Clinton and what she, her deposition or whatever they want to call it. And she said, and I'm gonna tell you what she said. Bottom line is, she said she never been to the island. She don't know Epstein. Never had no interactions with him. She don't know where all that came from.
Like me personally, just like me being an adult and looking back on like everything that it transpired and everything, just with the Clintons period, Hillary was the one running the show for real. She was up there pulling them strings and having Bill do it all that. Hillary was the method behind the madness for real.
Mm-hmm.
So like she definitely was there.
Yeah.
She definitely was involved. Like it ain't no way around. Like I told you, they everybody trying to find little scapegoats and little hiding places and stuff, but you can't hide because they even if they getting people all the way overseas and if like part of royal families and stuff, how will make you think you exempt?
Right. That's true. So in other words, you ain't buying that.
No.
What she's saying. So
Nope.
what y'all? Somebody said all politicians lie. What do y'all? What in the chat? Well, I don't even got. They already commented, but I want to ask the chat if y'all saw Hillary's or saw clips or heard any, stories about what she said or whatever. Do y'all believe that Hillary has no knowledge of the Epstein stuff? And said, hold on. She didn't say she had no knowledge. This is another thing because they play with words and word semantics.
Mm-hmm.
She said maybe there's no proof that she was there. Maybe no proof. Besides, I don't know if they got flight logs. I've heard some people say she in the flight log. I don't know. But I'm just saying, for her to boldly say she was never there or this or that, to me, that means somehow there's no proof that she actually was there for her to say that. But I don't even care about that.
Mm-hmm.
My question, and I don't know why they don't ask this question, or maybe they have, I missed it. But all I want to know, I want to have them under oath and put it out there. Did you know what Epstein was doing?
Exactly.
Did you ever hear about Epstein trafficking through that whole time? Make them go on record and answer that.
Yeah, that's what I want. Polygraph, all that shit.
Yeah, I want to know. That's the question.
Yep.
Because I know y'all knew, but you notice nobody's saying that, or especially now. Back when it wasn't a big story, you had people trying to say like Naomi Trump say they didn't know what was going on, and they could let that shit fly now. Now it's millions of files out. If you notice, you might hear people try to say they wasn't there, or you might say they didn't know him, but know him. But you don't hear nobody saying, I had no knowledge of what that boy was doing. You ain't heard that.
Right.
And that is the biggest problem, because for you to be a politician, listen to me, y'all. For you to be a politician and have knowledge that this pervert has not only been convicted for soliciting minors for prostitution, But you know all the wildness that was going on, and you did nothing. And I'm giving you my tax money. You're not even protecting the women and children against being violated in the worst way known to man. How the hell am I supposed to count on you to do what's right for me when it comes to this country and my tax dollars? See, it gets deep.
Yep.
And they all knew. So basically, they done lost the trust of the American people. And now they can't even, they can't lie as much as they used to because they don't know what the fuck gonna come out with these. We ain't dropped what 3, 4, 5 million. I don't know what at this point, how many millions of Epstein documents, and it's more. So they don't want to come out and say XYZ, and then they say, well, shit, Hillary, here we got emails of you directly emailing Epstein. You talking about you didn't know shit? Now I ain't saying I ain't seen that yet, but I'm just saying that's where we at with this shit.
Yeah.
Even Jay-Z, they say he trying to divert shit. I think he dropped a little snippet from an album on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen that, C-Tuck, or
what is something new?
I heard about it, yeah.
Oh no, I ain't even hear about that.
Yeah, they said Jay-Z trying to deflect.
Now you want to put out music and shit. Motherfuckers want to drop albums and shit.
Nah, we want to know what's going on with Listen, this is how much the American, and one thing about it, when you have a platform like I have where you able to, the thing I like about like I don't give a shit. I got a lot of followers. I don't really, that ain't never been my thing. Like I said, this just happened on this journey. But what I do like about it is I get a real good feel of the pulse of the people. You know what I'm saying? Because I got large platforms on all the big TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and then YouTube. And I don't care what's going on. People they stuck on these Epstein files. Like, if I post something, I'm saying for the past like 2 weeks outside of the Epstein files, it'll maybe do something. I post on the Epstein files, viral. And that lets me know we as a people have finally got to the point where they diversion and they deflect and redirect tactics are not working no more like they used to. Think about it, C-Tuck. They were always good at, shit like the Epstein going on and the people all on it. They was good at making something else the story. You know what I'm saying? Getting us off of that.
Yep.
It ain't, we stuck on it. We want to know who was in it. We want to know all the documents. And with the new story coming out that they removed certain documents in or certain parts of the Epstein files that had Trump in it, and now they're investigating further on that. It's just getting crazy. Like the people are not going for it.
No, not at all.
So I feel good about that. Like I said, now Enoch said Hillary now, because we like to get both sides. That's what I said. We not a biased podcast here. We speak, and even with Hillary, we saying I don't know what she did. I don't know what she did and didn't do. But what I'm saying is, and that's why I like to stick on black and white stuff. Like, did you know what the hell was going on? That's what I want to know, and I believe you did. But Enoch says Hillary, and I did see this. Hillary wanted to testify in public, but the Republicans said no. They didn't want a public testimony for whatever reason.
And then she probably might not have physically been on the island. Not saying that she didn't know about it, but she probably didn't physically go to the island because she probably didn't want to incriminate herself. Because, like I said, Hillary was really probably just about the business for real. And she was just trying to get her imprint. and like get herself established based off of the presidential coattail type shit.
Man, crazy. I'm having trouble. Look at Cheryl. The new member says she's having trouble trusting politicians and celebrities and truly everything we know about any of them. Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man. Like I said, that the question has shifted from who was involved. It has shifted from that to who wasn't. It's a shorter list of celebrities that we can say that wasn't connected some way in this shit. And that's where we at now. And that's scary.
For sure.
Think about it. It really is easier, or not easier, but it's definitely a smaller list to say so-and-so wasn't on the list. And I'm talking about the higher up celebrities, not the Jimmy Walkers and stuff like that.
You got to think about the people that's like really, really up there, up the ladder, that ain't in the eye of the public for real.
Right.
Like them, the really rich motherfuckers that's really underneath are like the main people. Like, yeah, you got to think about them that ain't even got mentioned yet.
Right. And like I said, it's supposed to be more files coming. And see, I don't know. Remember, I told y'all, and there was it ain't even rumor. These were solid sources that said, and everybody knows, it's more Epstein files, even though Pam Bondi and the DOJ tried to. And that's the thing, it's so much trickery going on. That's how you know it's filed. Because Pam Bondi and the DOJ tried to say they weren't releasing no more files. How you gonna just say that when the law, they just had a law that all Epstein files must be released. Now y'all release a certain amount, and then y'all gonna just say we ain't releasing no more, but that ain't work because everybody like, no, hell no.
Yeah, no.
No, keep on coming. So with me hearing that the next batch is the worst batch of them all, I really want to know what the hell is in this next batch of Epstein files that they don't even want to release.
Man, they saying it's a lot of that shit. Like you really got to have the stomach for. They said a lot of that shit is filed though in them files. So it's like you viewing a lot of that shit at your own risk for real.
Thank you for the $9.99, $10 holla, Tracy White. She says, "What's up with these music acting industry getting into skincare? I can't imagine the active ingredients."
Man,
I have noticed that. You noticed that? I have noticed that. I thought it was like fake stuff or something because I have seen a lot.
I forgot who it was. It was like it was one of them actresses that used to be in all the movies like back in the day, and she was like, Where are you getting your collagen?" I'm like, and she just popped up on Instagram. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking? I'm like, what the
hell? Grandma Kathy says all the rest of the trials is about Trump.
Man, I call him Trumpty Dumpty.
Yeah. Portia says they will probably just release another load of blacked out pages, redact. Yeah, and that's another thing. This will sum up how foul these Epstein files are. They redacting shit. They swapping shit out. They doing all type of stuff. And still, even with them doing that, they scared to release this next batch. You know how deep that is? Y'all redacting shit.
But like, you can like unredact. It's like a way you can run it through, like you can scan it on your computer and unredact a lot of that stuff. Or like you can just take it out, like take the black off of it.
Yeah. I heard you can copy and paste it, or like copy it and then.
So that's why they probably still scared to release it, because they like, shit, as soon as what's the name get it, he just gonna unredact and put it up on the dark web or whatever. So they like, yeah, they trying to cover all bases, or at least until they ready for it to be exposed.
And then to think, when you think about that, Epstein was convicted in 2008 of soliciting prostitution of a minor. But to think that this shit ran, so he didn't start in 2008. You know, if you got convicted in 2008, you was doing that shit before 2008. I don't know how long, but
He
I
was
know you
doing
didn't
too
just
much.
start in 2008 and get popped. Like, we all know that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
think about anybody in the chat or C-Tuck, you know, you can put any estimation date on it that you want. But we know it was before 2008. And then we know that when did Epstein disappear and all that? Was that 2019? Did y'all remember?
Yep.
Okay. Look at that time span. Look at how much disregard the industry had for these underage people and these crimes, that even after his conviction, not only was he able to continue whatever was going on for him to get caught up still in 2019, but all the celebrity, like it didn't affect him at all. Like all the celebrities still dealt with him. Naomi Campbell was inviting them to Dolce & Gabbana parties. He's
Right.
still doing the same thing
After the conviction.
after the conviction and caught a bigger case.
Come on now.
That lets you know how flagrant these celebrities were. And I told y'all, the algorithm is what took their ass down. If it wasn't for the new algorithm, which was introduced by TikTok, where it gave everybody a chance, and then TikTok's algorithm was so successful, Facebook, Instagram, and literally every other app came with that same algorithm. It's called Reels on Instagram, where it gives everybody a chance. You know, it don't matter if you got no followers or a million followers. Y'all both have close to an equal chance of going viral and getting your information out there. See, back in 2008, even the 2019 is when it first started really getting popular. But back then, they had complete control over the media. It wasn't people like me who could Tisa Tales or Ticket TV or TYT and all these different ones, where you had an independent voice that could have a voice just as big as CNN,
Yeah.
NBC, Oprah, this person, that person. We didn't have that. So they could flagrantly violate people and keep it hush hush because they had all the media on lock. You know what I'm saying? And see, that is why, if it wasn't for my whole point, because I'm going to land this plane about the algorithm, my whole point is we wouldn't be where we at right now in these Epstein files if it wasn't for the algorithm. If we were still how it was back then, they would still be violating the hell out of us. Like, and we wouldn't know, and we wouldn't have a voice, and we wouldn't have, we couldn't do anything about it. So, like I said, I tell people, a lot of people don't understand where all this came from. They can't put a muzzle on this shit like they used to.
I think it's a mixture of the algorithm and screen recording.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause you wasn't able to screen record on your cell phone back in the day. So if I'm watching this video and you talking about that type shit, I'm screen recording it just so I can just have it on my phone as like a reference video. Cause maybe it's a lot of people that do it because they too lazy to want to look up your page and look for the video. So they just want the video again. So they do all of that, and then they take your video down. You like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, because they trying to silence you or whatever. Damn, they took why they take his video down? No, he was talking about some shit. Boom, I'm about to repost it. Somebody screen record off of what I post,
Mm-hmm.
and it trickled down like that to where they it's popping up from different places where you can't really stop that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the information, and it's funny. Like they always say, will make you laugh or make you cry, and the greed is what, like greed and just devilish stuff is what made them do what they did, as far as all this Epstein stuff and all these violating these underage whatever people try to talk around the algorithm, talk around the app, but that same greed is what, by them copycatting TikTok, because TikTok was so popular with it, that same greed got their ass in trouble now, because now it's Pandora's box has been open and they can't close it. You know what I'm saying? And so the screen record and any of the other little technologies that came along was definitely an accessory to to this whole movement that we got going on. Somebody said, seriously, the Flow Show Germany would be awesome. Yeah, we willing to go anywhere. Somebody said, Enoch, what you heard? Enoch, let's go to the chat. Enoch says, I think I heard Poland wants to unreactive the files because they said U.S. is covering up, or you said unredact?
Yeah, man, unredact.
Is that what she mean? Okay, yeah. So wants to unredact the files because they said U.S. is covering up. I think because most of the victims were from foreign countries, so those countries can open investigations on us. That makes sense.
Told you.
That makes sense. And I'm sure those other countries pissed off that whatever we had going on in America, we violated a whole bunch of their laws. That was probably part of their blueprint. We can fly in these overseas victims and not really worry about backlash as if we had a whole bunch of, because I do notice, and I'm glad we bringing this up now, because this is something that I want to touch on, and I want to see what you think about this, C-Tuck. I did really notice, because ain't Ghislaine from UK too? Ghislaine ain't from here.
No, she from like the Middle East, I think.
Okay. I know she
something ain't like that. Yeah, no, she ain't
so there it is. So it's like,
well, not even the Middle East. I think like her people, they like that Turkish like type area.
Hey, let's go to the chat. Where is Ghislaine Maxwell from, y'all? I know somebody in the chat know. I know she's not from America. I know she's not from here. No,
she ain't.
So it makes sense that these other countries.
They said she from the UK.
I thought so. That's what I thought. I thought she was from the UK. So that's my point.
Yeah.
So not only did you probably violate a lot of overseas victims because you could get away with it because they're not here and they voice way across the pond, but the only person being held accountable to this day, right now, as we sit here on the Flow Show No Filter every day at 8:30 a.m., Monday through Friday, on Apple and Spotify. Catch us on YouTube Live too. But not only that, the only person being held accountable on this soil is a UK woman. From a horrible layout blueprint, perverted blueprint laid out by an American Epstein and all his cronies. Like I said, so many of them. I don't know who is what, but we know he had a lot of American celebrities and elites and politicians that helped him carry this out.
Yep.
So I bet you UK and any other overseas places, I bet you they pissed. Think about it. Think about if the shoe was on the other foot and there was some big perverted UK thing going on and they was shipping American victims over there, and then everything hit the fan and the only person being held accountable was American.
Right.
Yet is a UK situation. So when you look at it like that, these like UK and all these overseas, they probably gonna throw the US under the bus.
Yeah.
They gonna throw the US under the bus, man. They this is about to get that. That's why Hillary and just the rest of the politicians and everybody involved, that's why they have a problem on their hands. Because you got the American people who are fed up.
Yeah.
And you also have UK and whatever other overseas place is getting involved. They fed up. And so you got all these entities working against you, and you can't just divert it like they used to. You can't just bury it. You can't just move on. You can't just call it a hoax and everybody gonna just go with your word and move on like
You gotta
this.
face the head up.
You gotta face this shit head up. And I didn't even know, like I said, as this story goes on, it gets deeper and deeper. I had no knowledge that Ghislaine, I thought Ghislaine was from here.
No,
So
I
when I
knew she
found
wasn't
out,
from here, yeah. I knew she wasn't. I just didn't know couldn't pinpoint exactly where she was from.
okay, see, I had never heard her speak. I just heard her name. So I never knew. So once I found out that she wasn't even from here, I said, hold up. So you mean to tell me an American predator blueprint that went on the island with all this evidence and all these American celebrities, all these American politicians, all of this, and the only person being held responsible is from the UK? That's bullshit.
Complete bullshit.
Wow. Like I said, that hit me when I found out she wasn't from here probably like a couple months ago or something. You know what I'm saying? When I found out.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole time I've been covering the Epstein stuff for even a few years, even back when maybe it was like 2 years ago or maybe 2 or 3 years ago. 2 years ago, I don't know. I got so many videos taken down when they were, I don't know if y'all remember that time period where they were trying to get the Epstein list revealed. Remember that was a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Man, they took down every video damn near that I talked about that at that time on TikTok. I had videos and I ain't do nothing wrong in the video. Like, that's how I knew it was something crazy. I did nothing wrong. Like, I've been doing this shit so long. I know what I can say and do. And, I know how to do it. Like, I ain't no rookie. So when they took that video, when they was taking my Epstein videos down where I merely was just saying, hey, the American people are calling for the list. And it was like other media outlets that was covering it. I was only covering their story. And man, they was removing that. They was removing that left and right. Like community.
They trying to do the cover up. They trying to figure out what they exactly gonna be allowed to do.
This is crazy. Let's go to the chat and see what Denise says. Melania. What's Trump's? Melania and Trump needs to be questioned under oath. Gerald says today Bill Clinton will face the House Oversight Committee of the Epstein files. I want to see this one.
Yeah,
because we got flicks of you, Bill.
Man,
You bet. I know he ain't gonna try to say.
Man, I want to know what he got to say about that picture of him with that blue dress on.
That's a real picture?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's a real picture.
Okay, so if she's not the only one held accountable, who else is held accountable in America? And when I'm talking held accountable, I'm talking about in jail, prison. Because Nipin live for life. Who else is being held accountable? I'm talking about prison in the U.S. besides Ghislaine. Put it in the comments, man. And I don't got all day. Nipin life. We got about. I got 30 seconds. You tell me, because one thing about Flo, you got to come with facts. Nipin the for life. You tell me who else is in prison right now, as we sit right now, for the Epstein files in America. Come on. Or get your ass out my chat. I need the Jeopardy theme music right now. Because one thing about Flo, and see, I never seen this name. He don't know Flo. Flo know what he's talking about, or I don't say it. So I want to see what you say. And I'm going to say it again. Who is right now, because I was very specific when I said it. Right now, as we sit on this show right now, who is in prison being held accountable for the Epstein files besides Ghislaine? Knee Panda for life. See, when you come in here, this ain't the other YouTubes, and this is real in here. You can't just come in here. You'll never know when I'll pick your chat and throw it on and put you on blast and show you exactly how much you don't know what the fuck you talking about. So come on, Neepan, it's been I can't give you no more time. In other words, Neepan D4 Life don't know what they talking about. There's nobody else being held accountable right now. You see everybody in the chat saying nobody, zero. So get your body ass out of here. Your Epstein body ass. Take a hike, kick rocks with no socks and flip-flops. You picked the wrong show. Or in this case, you picked the right one. Because we get your ass in and out quick. So the kitchen, he don't know that kitchen open up.
Man.
Quick. Neepan Life done ran for the hills. He said, oh shit, I thought this was CNN. Nah, nigga, none of them CNN hosts. I ain't Walter Cronkite, whatever these old back. This the new media. See, I don't have no boss.
No, if you want to drop some positivity in the comments, we appreciate the traffic.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
For
but
sure.
If you come in here talking about like I didn't.
Oh no, you got to be on business though. You got to stand on business and know what you're talking about though.
You got to stand on business. It sounds like Neepan and got the hell out of here.
Man, that's probably how they left with the giraffe on the neck.
Anybody seen Neepan D4 Life? Anybody seen him coming in here with his old misinformation? He's not the only one held accountable. Are you crazy?
Hey, that's how they left out. You see the picture? That's how they
left. Yep, they gone.
The giraffe on the neck.
They riding off into the sunset. So that's a perfect note. Go ahead, C-Tuck. Give us your final note on the Epstein files. That's a perfect note to get the hell out of here. Don't come in the Flow Show no filter talking shit because you will get cooked. You better know what you're talking about when you put it in that chat. Go ahead.
So one thing that I think, like I said, is always some other stuff. They always got something going on. So they dumping all these files out. Then you got Obama and them talking about aliens and all of this other stuff. So you got to think what else going on. Like, it's this AI company called Anthropic. They going back and forth with the Pentagon, arguing because the AI like so developed. They got boundaries for it, and the Pentagon want to get rid of the boundaries and put the AI out there, and they don't want to do that. So they arguing back and forth about that. So that's like a real serious ordeal because that's like humanity collapsing type shit.
Yeah.
So it's like that. So that's going on in the background too.
Okay. Appreciate that, C-Tuck. And all I want to say is don't be like Neepan, y'all. Know what you're talking about. You come on this show. Hey, come right or don't come at all. My mama and them used to say, come right, don't come at all. Like, just don't even do it to yourself. Epstein files, we're going to stay on their necks. And bottom line is, we ain't ducking no smoke.
Swine.
C-Tuck. Hey, look, C-Tuck could just rap it live.
Oh, yeah. Man. Oh, no, for sure.
Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Tap in. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. It's the Flow Show, baby. Giving you these thoughts, views, and opinions, making sure backsides covered, no diddy. Shout out to the Wake and Bakers and the Coffee Crew. From YouTube to Spotify.
Real quick. Why does it sound like the theme music of us kicking Neepan's ass?
Spotify, I love all my subscribers. Can't forget about the trolls in the comments. Thank you for putting extra eyes on the content. Yeah.
Can't forget about the trolls in the comments.
Come on now.
Thank you for putting extra eyes on the content, knee pan.
Yeah,
Thanks
for
for making
sure.
me look good, knee pan.
Come
But
on
it ain't
now.
that hard to make me look good. But thank you.
It's a flow show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, tap in. Yeah, it's the flow show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, tap in. Yeah, it's the flow show. No filter.
If you want to see C-Tuck back on Monday, put a 1 in the chat.
8:30 a.m. Eastern time, tap in. Yeah, it's the flow show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, tap in.
I see a lot of ones popping up in the chat, C-Tuck. I see a lot of ones.
Oh yeah, I'm ready, man.
Monday, we back. I don't think knee pan will ever be back again.
But if knee pan is, man, just come with the right energy.
Yeah.
Especially on the manic Monday. Now you know we got you got to handle Mondays with kid gloves a lot of the times though, because you know that Mondays be rough. If you
Hell yeah. Well, this was a great show. I appreciate you, C-Tuck, for popping on. We gonna come back Monday.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate everybody in the chat. Make sure you subscribe. Look in the notes. If you want to keep the lights on, be a Buzzsprout subscriber, subscribe to the show, or become a YouTube member like my girl Cheryl.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Cheryl.
And
oh yeah.
Always.
Real quick, we got to shout out to Cleveland sports, man.
Oh, go ahead, real quick.
Yeah. So, James Harden, when he got like I forgot what type of fracture he got in his thumb. Mm-hmm. It's like a little hairline fracture in his thumb, but he's saying he gonna try to play through it. Me personally, I know he's trying to gel with the team, but I would rather much have him more so protected for a playoff push. Mm-hmm. So that's something for them to think about. Mm-hmm. Todd Monken, the Browns coach, he I don't know, he need to probably let people know the number to his dealer, because he up there talking about Deshaun Watson being QB1.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we got to deal with that. And then just to wrap it up, Guardians looking good at the spring games and already started. They didn't started last week. We at currently 6-2.
Okay.
So yeah, they wrapping up, everything looking good for the most part. And then I forgot I think they switched Quan. No, not Quan. I forgot they switched. I'm gonna find out, but they did some position switches too.
Okay.
Yep. But that's wrapping it up here on everything with the sports and everything like that. Hope everybody have a safe and wonderful weekend per usual. And see y'all right back on Monday.
Hell yeah. And as always, I love y'all. But I'm